Guys, guess
Yes.
what?
Yeah.
Is it about to
A
get better?
new dungeon!
Oh god.
A new dungeon!
I'm not ready.
I don't
We're
believe
not ready
you.
for this guy.
My
Oh my god, it
Aesthetics!
is a new
Oh my
dungeon!
god, new aesthetics tail! What is this sorcery?
Actual development.
I can feel it. It's the vile god. He must
There you go,
be further
Jova.
inside.
This is where all the budget of this
By the
particular
way,
route went.
Aaron,
This dungeon.
possibly revive the goddess's power? Even reduced, it's still the power of the vile god. I imagine things would go better for us if we had the fully revived goddess's power on our side.
Okay, guys. Unfortunately, guys, we're about to get yet another pissing joke. So have fun.
Pissing joke? What? We're literally gonna pee now?
We're not gonna do a Ghostbusters reference with it, but it's still annoying.
They
What a
mocked the vile
shame.
god by pissing on it, like a pissing con.
I don't know. I kind of would have enjoyed that.
Sorry about that. Nature calls, you know.
Hey, game, there was actually a different track that's more fitting for this dungeon going on. Maybe this is a bad time to be playing the trumpet theme.
Yeah.
So, no, hold on, let me handle this one. So you're telling me that the game all along knew that it's ruining the dramatic tension. They've been doing this, trying to be ironic with this, instead of just being stupid. They're intentionally torturing the audience at this point, and we have to wait, and let me finish. We had to wait this long, get this specific timeline to get the payoff to that gag that lasts the entirety of this game.
Dragon 3 has toilet humor with the dragon character, it's not that funny either.
But
Naoki Mizuno says that she doesn't want to make serious games because she doesn't think she's good at it. This is the thing. Like Jova just said, it's like they're intentionally, like, they think that this is funny, Jova. That's just the problem. Naoki Mizuno, for some reason, thinks that it's funny to make the player think like something serious is going to happen, and then suddenly cut off with an incredibly distracting and out-of-place joke. This is her idea of funny. Because Neptunia does this as well. I mean, not as much, but geesh.
And the weird thing is that in
I
later,
wouldn't wanna.
and the
If I
weird.
were
And the weird thing is that, again, with later Neptunia sequels, there still is humorous moments like this, but they actually try to be more serious, and in a lot of regards, they actually pull it off for the most part. Again, it's nothing.
Hello, wall of boobs.
It's not. Wait, Sherman doesn't have boobs.
No, I mean the wall with boobs.
Oh my god, it does! We're not in, this is not a Shantae game, not everything needs to have boobs like in those.
And
Anyway.
Anyway,
as I was
okay,
saying,
so the
though...
gimmick of this dungeon-
sorry, you go first.
The gimmick of this dungeon is that, basically, Teo, if you see a switch, press it.
Oh my god,
Basically,
guys, we actually
the
have
more
to
switch-
jump over blockades to get places in this.
Basically, Teo, there's a shit ton of closed doors in this dungeon, and the okay. Well, I
Just
guess
say
I'll
it to
hold on
us in
until
the
he comes.
audience.
Well, I'll wait till he comes back. Go ahead, Joe. You
Okay.
were saying something.
The reason that this is incredibly jarring is this, okay, originally we're led to believe that the characters are treating things seriously, hence why, yeah, they've kind of had the whole you're ruining the moment thing, but done in a way that, the characters are saying it in story. But now we just had why are there humans here?
I don't know.
Whatever, I mean, but just then and there, we had Aaron literally, the Mook was still there even though you finished a battle with him.
No, I ran away.
No, he was...
I'm tired of fighting at this point. I just want to get this.
No.
Go ahead.
He was literally still there. He was standing still. Anyway, though, the main problem with the joke Aaron made is well, she literally said, you're ruining the dramatic tension. That now literally means that they're aware of the narrative at hand when you think about it, since the music also changed when Fang came in. I can't believe I'm saying this, but when they did the joke before, at least it was done in a way that, it felt like it was within the narrative. Wow, I can't believe I'm saying this. That version of the joke actually took me right out of the story. I mean, yes, there's actually been some moments that have taken me out of the story, but this one literally did it right there and then. It's like they thought, oh, No. Those weren't the real jokes. This is the real joke, because again, essentially what Aaron just said, that's the payoff for this joke, because this one reaches to the fourth wall. It acknowledges how the music has annoyed players, or well, I guess players like us anyway, how the music is unfitting, how it's really not meant to be played near dramatic tensions and times. The characters have never really addressed it to that point until now. So essentially, again, you have to play through the game once, then for the second time, you have to pick specifically this route in order to get the payoff to a joke that lasts the entirety of the game. Unless this doesn't show up that much in the Evil Goddess shop, but I'm guessing it does.
Yeah, that's one of the big problems with Naoko Mizuno's comedy. Like her comedy is so detached. Like she's consistently trying to wink at us about how funny her writing. Like comedy comes from passion. Like for example, Whisper is funny because he genuinely want. I'm sorry, what? Jerry?
And Pain.
And Pain, yes.
Pain.
Well,
From
okay.
Final Fantasy X too? Sure, yeah.
Well, regardless of that, the point is, comedy also, aside from that, comedy also comes from investment. I mean, Whisper is funny because he genuinely wants to hide the fact that he doesn't know anything about yokai, and he tries his best to hide that. There's no moment where the game literally, there's no moment in Yokai Watch where they literally make fun of the fact that Whisper doesn't get, well, they do, but
they do.
They do,
but they make you feel like shit for it later on.
Yeah, but they don't make you feel like shit for trying to be invested in the character, and have him do some kind of stupid toilet joke like this game.
Whereas again here, this game is saying, there you go, thank you, game. Anyway, this game literally goes, there you go, that's why we've been annoying you with the trumpet theme music, just to make a joke about how they're breaking the dramatic tension, except it's a really mistimed joke because it's only now that they're mentioning it, even though it's happened so much throughout the game already. Like, Aaron doesn't even act like, oh my god, you're doing it again. She acts like it's the first time it's happened. So, even if that was their big plan, they essentially failed in the execution there. And that's gotta be like one of the easiest fourth wall jokes to make.
It basically boils down to this. Naoko Mizuno's style of humor is this. She thinks that stupidity in it by itself is automatically funny. That's her mode of writing, basically. Just make something stupid, and that somehow is funny. Like, you can make characters doing something stupid funny, but you need proper context. You can't just have the characters consistently interrupt every single conversation to just have a pee joke or do something completely idiotic.
So I gotta
create proper context. Create punchlines, as like Teo has been saying throughout this playthrough.
So
anyway, let me just explain how this dungeon works, because I haven't yet. Basically, Teo, here's how this. Did you notice those switches that I was pressing? Oh, he's burped again?
He's burped again, ain't he? Okay, going back to that question I had, I gotta ask, do you think maybe this is a case like, David Cage, like, originally with Indigo Prophecy he was kept on the leash, but then in later games he wasn't? Because, again, comparing this to other Compile Hearts games, well, at least the ones that are localized over here, like I said, there's literally a Compile Heart game.
All of them are. Ever since Idea Factory created their international division, all of them have been localized, so I'm pretty sure
not some of the Monster Girl games, whatever they are. Again, that Pirate Gal game on the PS Vita that uses a chess system where the size of the girl's bust determines their stats.
To be fair, Jova, do you really blame them for it?
No, I don't. Although there's a lot of fans asking for, that game because I guess...
To quote, as they would say, they're probably just 12-year-old horny boys who love these kinds of games.
I know a lot of people throw a stink at games that allow people to pick bust sizes for their characters, but those are mainly just characteristics. Yet they don't throw shade at a game where the breast sizes are everything regarding the stats.
Well, the thing is, Jova, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that game is not really known outside of Japan.
Which one?
The pirate one that he was mentioning, the one
pirate
where basically the one where the boobs are constantly changing sizes too.
Basically, it's the one where you can apparently grow or shrink the players' breasts to determine their stats and whatnot.
Anyway, did you notice how I've been pressing switches in this dungeon?
Yes.
Okay, here's how this dungeon works.
Yes.
Yes. Oh God, did Pedro drop?
I think so.
Shiroi, Dweebs, you guys still there?
Yep.
So Pedro's been waiting to tell you this all this time, and he drops. Basically, this dungeon runs on switches. That's all I can really recall and care about.
So does that mean that it's portable for 6 hours?
Maybe. Oh, by the way, Tio, did you get that joke that Aaron made about ruining the tension?
Yes.
So that's literally what they've been building up to with the fourth wall stuff. And you have to get this
Yay.
specific timeline to get that punchline. Again, you know what? I'm starting to wonder if this is a case where, what's her name?
Well, who?
The woman in charge of this game
Can you hear me
and
now?
other games.
Yes.
There you are, Pedro.
Alright, what I was saying was the switches in this. Basically, tell you, if you see a switch, just press it. That's basically it.
Oh, so pretty much what I just summed up to him.
Yeah.
Riveting.
Basically, every single door in this dungeon can be opened by a random switch that might not even be right next to the door. Sometimes a door.
It's probably
What?
best.
What is-
The instruction said it's probably best to place something in the groove. Is it saying that it's best to place something in that door's? I can't believe I'm saying this. This door's cleavage.
Yes. But anyway, what I was saying was, basically, too, a lot of times the switch for a specific door might not even be next to the door. It might just be on the other side of the dungeon. So basically, it works like this, too. Explore the dungeon at random, and any switches that you see, press them. It doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter what switch it is. Pressing a switch can only benefit you, so just keep walking around and opening switches until you manage to unlock the way forward.
Is
Go
this
ahead.
one of those
So,
cases
like
where?
Crusader, right?
Except like Crusader was more fun than this, if you ask me.
Is this one of those cases where
I
opening
guess.
one door closes another?
I'll just put it like this too. Like Crusader at the very least had that 90s campy charm to it. This game is just annoying.
Anyway,
I prefer the combat in this game, to be fair.
True, I'll give you that.
Pedro,
I
as
will
I was
give you that
asking,
one.
is this one of those cases where opening one door with a switch causes another to close?
No. There's literally no harm in pressing a switch. Just press them all.
Exploration.
Hooray.
Also,
My problem is that the way it's constructed, it's just so brainless. Again, the game doesn't ask you to, solve some kind of puzzle or try to work out some kind of right order where you have to press the switch. No, just
why was that dragon just standing still? He wasn't even animating. He was stuck in a T-pose.
because
hear me?
we ran out of
please,
money.
Okay.
We ran out of money, Jova. Anyway, again, there's no logic or any kind of puzzle you have to solve. There's no order you need to figure out. Just, again, the moment you see a switch, just press it. Some door out there will open whenever you press the switch. And again, there's no benefit. Sorry, there's no harm in opening a door, so why not, right? So basically, this dungeon is just a big ball of pressing switches until you accidentally find the right path. Or
guess you
if you
can-
see a door that you can't open, basically, if you find the door that you can open, just search the dungeon for any switches, and then come back to that door,
I
basically.
guess you can get some good item drops here.
Yeah. Some of the best item drops are, some of the best items that you can find on the ground are in this dungeon, yes.
Is
Well,
that
I
what the whole
suppose because it
question
is
mark
like the
radar
final
thing
dungeon.
is for?
Oh, it's interesting you mentioned that too. What if I told you that the evil goddess route's final dungeon is just this dungeon again, same
Recolored.
layout, same color, but with a
Wait,
different
Same
name.
name, of
Same
course.
color?
Yes, same color, same layout, literally the exact same dungeon copy pasted. They just changed the name.
So you're
I
s-
am not even kidding.
So you're telling me that with the Evil Goddess route, they went above and beyond, and they're actually being lazy with the new content of the new
You see,
version
Jova, what
of
happened
this
is
game.
what happened is, Jova, when we created this new dungeon, this was the extent. We ran out of money completely, so we had to just reuse this dungeon again for the other route.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Pedro, what was the name of the creator of this game? What's her name?
Naoko Mizuno, the creator of Neptunia as
I
well.
get the feeling that this is a case where, okay, with Neptunia, she's kept more on a leash and probably has, an actual team, and by that I mean people who don't just blindly say yes to everything.
Not just that, Jova, she's also bound by the rules of the AP itself, of what it establishes, in that case, console war. This one tries to be a traditional RPG story.
So I get the feeling that this was supposed to be her magnum opus, you know, something that uses a system similar to Neptunia, but this is probably going to be her take on making Neptunia even better because now it's on her uncontrolled vision, and that's why they got Nobuo Uematsu and Yokotaze Amano for this one, because this was supposed to be the thing that would blow Neptunia out of the water.
Like I said, the main point of the Galapagos RPG brand, which is now getting a new one called Death End Request, which seems like it's a very...
I remember that one.
Yeah, it's apparently going to be a more sci-fi dark game, but at the same time, so was supposed to be this one, and look how that turned out. But anyway,
are there any games on PS4?
All of their games come out on PlayStation consoles and then PC. Basically, here's how a compile hard game works. It comes out on a PlayStation console, and then about a year later, it comes out on PC. That's basically what it is.
It's because I don't have a PS3 anymore, so I'll probably get like if I ever start trying out that series, I might get like the first third of it for PC.
You know,
you'll get.
Wait,
Zenke.
aren't you dead?
No, that wrong timeline, Jova. We haven't actually met him yet in this time.
Yeah, this
No.
time.
We did.
I'm pretty sure he suicide bombed. I thought he suicide bombed, you know, and that's what caused Galdo to have to die from injuries.
You're right.
But I guess he became mad as well.
So what?
Oh god, is this like Ripto in Enter the Dragonfly, where he's alive for no reason?
I guess so.
He shouldn't have been alive, unless it's a different time when he should not have survived.
Guys, why is his mouth not moving?
Because that would require us to spend money with
Oh wait, no wait.
There's only so many times I can. There's only so many ways I can make this joke.
Oh no.
Come on.
They don't even need to laugh. Just like a different sprite would have sufficed.
Oh, and now his mouth moves.
Oh, there we go.
More people. More.
More!
Hell did you just say? Go ahead, say it again.
Oh, that's right. The game is now trying to have a serious moment.
Again, we never brought up to Tiara that Galdo died while this was happening, while she was captured.
The music is telling me that I'm supposed to be invested.
You know, game, if you recall correctly, Galdo was abusing Zenke in this timeline, so, should I really hate Zenke? Because, you know, from his perspective, life was freaking terrible thanks to Galdo.
Yeah.
Like,
Joe brings up a good point, actually. Yeah.
Like, seriously, it's like they forgot that we're in a different timeline. Like, again, I get it, disrespecting the dead, but Galdo was evil, so I can see why Zenke would actually be insane in this version.
At this point, I think Naoko and Ken just completely give up.
Gee, I guess you missed that leash they kept you on for Neptunia now, don't ya?
Anyway, you know what this also means, right, Shiroi?
What?
My turn.
Now we actually now have two Japanese creators called Naoko who are annoying bitches.
Naoko?
So that's kind of
Who's
interesting.
the other one?
Naoko Takauchi, the creator of Sailor Moon. Basically, Jova, she's a self-entitled bitch who literally forbid every single country outside of Japan to air the anime because she didn't like any dubs.
How petty.
Exactly.
Well, she's one of those people who either wants it to be exactly like her vision, like even if they're doing something that would improve upon it for the adaptation, or you're not doing it at all.
Basically, Jova, the original anime of Sailor Moon actually improved on a lot of problems from the manga.
And
but of
then
course,
she insisted on Crystal being the thing, because, you know, let's cut out all filler in an anime.
Yeah, well, the problem, well, that's exactly the point that I was trying to make, Jova. See, the thing is, Naoko, the original anime that we all know by this point, that anime actually improved on a lot of problems from the manga, from what Shiro has told me.
Yeah.
And the problem is that Naoko apparently finds herself a flawless genius who can't do anything wrong. So obviously she didn't. So my guess is she didn't like how people found the anime to be better than the manga. So now she's force-feeding Sailor Moon Crystal on us, which is basically the the manga put into an anime, with all the lack of character build-up, exactly like in the manga.
Yeah.
Because the problem with the Sailor Moon Crystal, and from what Shira has told me, it's just like in the manga as well, is that instead of properly building up the characters and getting to know them, instead In one episode we find Ami, then right in the next episode we meet Ray. So, but they keep just dumping characters on us without even developing the ones they already have. So it becomes kind of a clusterfuck.
Not only
I
that,
double checked the chapters as well while I was on call with Pedro a while back, and they introduce every single one of the inner senshi in the first volume.
Because that's not going to create
Okay.
that's not going pacing problems.
Okay. Even if that worked for a manga per se, when adapting it to anime, you really. Huh?
Yeah.
What about you?
What is it?
What? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can.
Sorry, continue, Joe.
Anyway, as I was saying, though, I mean,
It's my turn.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay.
look, what works for a manga,
Click.
Go.
what works for a manga is not always going to work for an anime. And you know what's a weird thing? Normally, the anime has to cut stuff out from the manga. Yet, when adapting the manga
Hold on, I'm
straight,
gonna have to interrupt you now, because...
Alright, let's see how Zenke dies.
It hurts.
Again.
yeah, getting stabbed will hurt.
Say something. Say it now.
Who knew?
Apologize for Galdo, and I'll at least let you live.
Why should he apologize for Galdo? Galdo was evil.
As if I would ever apologize. The death of a person is the most beautiful thing.
I'm guessing I'm supposed to be
That's-
terrified or something, but I'm not. I just find this so dumb.
Nothing personal, kid.
I will become beautiful.
There you go.
And Ace Attorney death screen.
And now he killed himself, I think.
So, Jova, do we need to reconstruct the scene of the crime?
Oh, it's a good thing that Sherman told us that, because, you know, there was no proper
You wanna be
animation.
able-
Oh, for God's
I
sake.
don't know. I think I could tell by the red.
Will you die already?
Fool.
Yes.
Alright, okay. Teo, now feel bad for Zenk.
Wait,
Should I?
what? Are you
The
serious?
game wants you to.
Are you serious?
The music is not telling me this.
Besides,
And
Pedro,
also Pippin's still here.
like Pippin said, it's time for the final fight. They seem to have forgotten about Zenke.
Shut up. It's not
It's
my
Zenk.
fault. Besides, we don't need her power anyway.
Yeah, I
I
guess we're done talking about Zenke now.
Alright, never mind then. I'm
Wow,
still
that
thinking
was,
within Sake terms.
So, Pedro, it's
was stupid.
official.
Hang on.
Even you now care more than the actual writer did for Zenke in that part.
Honestly, at this point, Joe, I'm just so completely...
Invested.
all of these parts completely blend in and confuse me to no end.
That's
that
the
I'm
amazing
just-
thing, Pedro. Even with that condition, you cared more about Zenke than the actual writers did. Wow.
Like I've said before to Teo, like I genuinely am starting to think that Naoko probably has some kind of sociopathic issues because
Yeah.
the way she writes her characters is so... Ugh.
It makes the
Well,
writing...
again,
It makes the writing of School Days look sane, and I'm talking about the anime. And don't get me wrong, the games have plenty of messed up stuff too, but you know, at least the School Days the anime, for as terrible as it was, it did respect that what the people were doing was dead wrong, and they did get comeuppance for it. Bloody comeuppance, God dang, but all the same, it respected that it was wrong, and it did show the consequences of trying to make a harem in a more realistic setting. This
well, the thing
game...
is,
Oh, sorry.
You still have to wonder. You still have to wonder what the creators' minds are like, though, because I can't remember who pointed it out. I think it might have been Pedro. But the two best animated scenes in that series are the two scenes where someone's getting brutally stabbed.
Which which one, Shiro?
In
Which
School
anime?
Days. School Days.
Oh yeah, those are the best animated parts, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to wonder what's going through their minds.
Well, there is a reason why Kotono Hakatsura is one of the most popular yanderes out in anime fiction, because she kills off one of the most unlikable cunts ever in media.
By defeating Zenke, we got the second orb. Basically, you have to get a red orb and the blue orb, and you have to put them here.
In the doors. The doors
No,
cleavage.
actually, it's in the hands. Actually.
Red orb and blue orb. Eh?
Again.
So there you go. This opens up the stairway to fight the final boss. However, we're not gonna do that yet because it's already we're already 24 minutes in.
Seeing a red orb and a blue
Do you
orb
have
makes me
side
wish I
quest
was
stuff you
playing
wanna?
Pokemon
Oh
Gen
wait, that's right.
I want to show myself.
Exiting and returning in to heal yourself.
Sorry. What was that?
Seeing a red orb and a blue orb makes me wish I was playing Pokemon Gen 3 right about now.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. So I guess in the next part we
In the next part, we finish the Vile God route.
Yeah.
So see you
thank
then.
goodness.
Yay.
See ya.
Ta-ta.
See ya.